Hello, everybody. This is Trader Cbrown here. Today, I want to be sharing with you my best strategy. When I started trading, this strategy actually helped me out, and it's called the counter trend line trading strategy. You want to see what I'm going to show you? Listen, you don't want to miss this. Stay to the end. Let's go to the chart, and I'll show you how to use counter trend line to smash it. Let's go. Let me share the screen with you now. Guys, looking at the screen right now, this is GDB USD 15 minutes time frame. Now listen, if you have watched my video before, I'll just move to 1 hour time frame now. If you have watched my video before on psychology, trading psychology, this is very important that you understand how to draw your psychological levels. Now, I talked about psychological levels, not trading psychology really, psychological levels, okay? Now, the psychological levels right now on this chart is what we need to focus on, very important. And again, I also taught you on my video about trading the high and low for the week. Not the high and low of the week, but for the week. So here, I'm going to assume this is Monday morning, and I'm doing my chart, getting ready for it. So what I normally would do is to look at for the high and low for the week, and I'll come to the 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, and look at what 1, 2, 3. So let's say this is the first 4 hour candle. I can use that, but right now let's look at the previous Monday to be able to help us. Now, previous Monday was, this is Tuesday, Thursday, and Wednesday. Then Monday was here. All right, this is Monday. All right, we have Monday morning, and we have the previous ones. These are Monday. We have first 4 hour candles here. Okay, let's assume now it's easy to just put your chart on and do your session break, which is easier for you if you want to learn it. Now, this is Monday, the first 4 hour candle, which is this and that. So I'm going to pick those candles there and put my low. That's my low. And I'm going to put my high. Now, this is a strategy that you can learn very easy. Now, look at this. Now, this is a high and low of the week. So what do I do next? It's done. Remove the settings, remove that, and that's it. It's done. Clean chart, right? Now, what are we looking for? Psychological levels. We already have one psychological level there, which is 25,500. I'm at 1.22500. So we have a psychological level there. Another psychological level we can see is 22,500. Depending on where price acted, I'm looking at where price reacted. This one. So I'll pick that one in there. The psychological levels. Now you need to watch the video to know how to do that. So now we're looking at another place where price reacted at. This is another place where price reacted at. Right there at the psychological level of 1.22, 1.21. Now, we see another psychological right there, another psychological level, which is 1.045, right there. Great, price reacted at that level as well. So we're going to have 1.25, 1.21500 right there, 1.21500 right there. Great. Okay, now this is it. Now this is what I will have on my chart to ensure that I'm going to be trading next week. So what do? I go to the 1 hour time frame and look at what the behavior of the market and know what trend is going on. Now this is a trend line. I'm teaching you counter trend line videos. This is a trend line. This is not a counter trend line. This is general trend line to understand the direction of the market. But when it comes to using the counter trend line, you want to do it on your entry time frame. Your entry time frame or lower time frame. So let's say my entry time frame is 15 minutes and price is trading up. So what I do is, first of all, I'm going to just show you how I took this trade. Remember, I did a short video on my YouTube. It's a short video short, YouTube short. Yeah, you will see how I talked about a trade that we took. This was a trade. So I want to show you how I actually took this trade. Okay, now the first thing is I'm going to back test this quickly by clicking around here. So now I was looking at the trade. This is the trade that day. And now looking at this trade, this is 5 o'clock and a little bit time. Let me see. One more candle push. Okay, so at the moment, this is in the morning, 5 o'clock, 5:30, and right there, 6 o'clock, I was awake at that time and just looking at the chart, and I saw that price has created a massive push up and now a retracement. So counter trend line is when you draw a trend line across the trend against the trend. That means you're drawing a trend line against the trend. This is the uptrend, overall trend, but this is a counter trend line against the trend. So what am I looking for? I'm saying whenever this downtrend is over, let me know. So if this market break above this counter trend line, that means the downtrend is over. That means the market has started a structure again to create a bullish momentum. So what you're seeing is something like this, pull back, and then continuation. You get it? That's what we're looking at right now. So this is where the counter trend line play a powerful strategy role to make a box, big box. Now watch this. Now I'm gonna just play and see what happened. Now I'm targeting if the market break above. So this is what I would do. This is what I did anyway. So watching out. I'm going to be trading above that psychological level. Now, I have psychological level telling me that the price break above that high, that level, I'm going to be looking for entries. And then I'm going to be targeting that previous high. And my stop loss is just going to be right above, below that level, which is 20 pips or whatever it's going to give. So I'm going to be waiting for a push up. So what happened? I'm going to watch and see what the market is going to do right now. Guys, watch. There was a pullback, a push up, a pullback. That's it. Now, did you notice this momentum? This momentum break above this counter trend line. And what happened? There is a retest on the psychological level and also a retest on that trend line. Go on. Let's see. Look at that. Bam. That's it. That was my entry. Now, at that level, I knew that we are going up. So my stop loss was adjusted, and I also placed my take profit just right a little bit at that tip there. This tip very close to that tip, not close to the psychological level because of the previous high. So this is how we caught a beautiful trade right here. And it was actually 1 to 4, 1 to 3 risk to reward that we caught on this trade because of my stop loss. So this is what I was using. Looking at the trade, counter trend line break. Look at what happened. Price came back. What? Rejected. Look at that. Very close. And that was my entry. This candle there was my entry. And then I was in with a buy. Obviously, it was lower than that, somewhere around there. So because of the back test and play, look at that. Another entry. So what happened? Market pushed. Guess what? Counter trend line is playing out. Look at that, guys. A retracement, a break above, pull back in, telling us a continuation happens, and let's watch what happened. Another massive pullback. This was another entry for me. And I remember I told my boys in the team, like, guys, listen, this is another opportunity to enter the trade. Get in now at that drop. Look at what happened. The markets began to scale up, take profit hit, guys. Take profit hit. This is counter trend line. This is how we do it. Listen, it's one of the strategy that I teach. It's a beautiful strategy. It's a beautiful trade. So I want you to watch this video again and again and do your back test. It's also the same thing on the downtrend. If market is going on downtrend, how do you go it? Okay, let me show you something. Now, this is a market going on. Let me show you something now. Now, I see that the market is pulling back. Though I didn't trade this one, all right? Look at what happened. Did you see this? Watch. Did you see that pullback? So what do? I already closed this buy trade. So what is going on? The market has created a high, okay, but failed to create a higher high. That's what it's telling me with this rare candle coming up. So what do? Again, another counter trend line will be open. Let me close this trade. Another counter trend line will be open. So this time I'm taking out this trade and I'm looking at, okay, the market has just given me that. Let me remove this one. All right, the market has just given me that powerful indication that is going down. So what? I'm going to put a counter trend line right there. Now, listen, the counter trend line, right, is this. Now, a lot of times I will go to a lower time frame and make sure that I have a clean cut of the counter trend line. A clean cut. Now, remember, it doesn't have to be, you just need to touch of this, 2 touch. Now, if I do this, okay, that will give me a very clean one. Or if I do this, but guess what? I'm doing this. Why? Because I have an M pattern there that already formed. So I can tell that this is a counter trend line for me, like this. I don't have to bring it all the way down here because it will not align. So I have the first touch on this trend line, second touch on this one, bam. That's a counter trend line for me. So what am I waiting for? A pullback and a retest. Guess what? The market did that. It pushed up, created a pullback and retest. So this will be my entry. A lot of times I will have two confirmations of the counter trend line. I'll put another one here just to be sure that the market is ready to drop. Then what happens? I'm waiting. So the first thing I will do in this case of scenario, I'm going to be shorting. So I will place my short at the pullback because I will definitely wait for a pullback. If it doesn't pull back immediately, I'll wait for it until it pulls back. Always note that. Now, this is 14 pips, 15 pips trade. No problem. And I'm targeting this low. That is 1 to 3. About 1 to 3 there. So I'm ensuring I'm getting 1 to 3 trade. So I'm going to ensure I have 1 to 3 risk to reward right there. So therefore, I have 1 to 3 risk to reward on my trade. So at that pushback, I'm going to, this multiple, you see this multiple chord, this chord that you have there, that multiple entry, that multiple touch right there. If you go to the 15 minutes, you're going to see a weak rejection. You see, it shows us that there's a candle coming down. Let me show you. On the 5 minutes, you see that chord again, that's telling you they are not going further. They're not going further. So what happened? I get in there on the counter trend line. So first entry, second entry after I break this second trend line. Watch. That's it. Second entry. That's it. What happens? The market started dropping. What happened? Take profit is about to hit. Take profit. Take. Woo! Bam. Now, that is another thing. Look at that. If I have target this low, that would be another beautiful extension of my profit. Now, the market is pulling back. Now, this is how we trade counter trend line. Listen, go back, test this. Oh boy, go back, test this. You'll be shocked. Okay, now if you're watching this video for the first time, you're a day trader, you're a scalper, this is good strategy for you. And again, I encourage you, if you are just watching this video for the first time, join us on our Telegram group, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, join us on our Telegram group. The link is in the description below. You don't want to miss this. You want to follow because we're going to be sharing, we share our daily analysis of trade that we're going to be taking. We take daily trades and we show the analysis. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. And we have several opportunities to mentor and teach people in that group. You don't want to miss any of this. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Bye for now.